A very good morning, students. Today we will discuss about a few of the policies that has been initiated by the government to reduce the poverty. This is also called as a poverty alleviation program or anti-poverty measures. The removal of poverty, it has been one of the major objectives of Indian developmental strategy. And this current anti-poverty strategy of the government, it is based on two planks. One is promotion of economic growth and second is the targeted anti-poverty programs. And these two planks are based on the fact that there is a strong link between economic growth and the poverty reduction. Economic growth, it widens opportunities and it provides the resources needed to invest in human development. So we will discuss about few of the policies. One is the National Rural Employment Guarantee Act 2005, which is also known as the NREGA, and it aims to provide 100 days of wage employment to every household to ensure livelihood security in rural areas. It means कि गवर्नमेंट जो है ये गारंटी करती है कि 1 ईयर में 100 days, मिनिमम 100 days जो एम्प्लॉयमेंट है दैट विल बी गिवन टू ईच रूरल हाउसहोल्ड. एंड इन केस अगर गवर्नमेंट ये 100 days एम्प्लॉयमेंट प्रोवाइड नहीं कर पाती है तो गवर्नमेंट विल गिव द unemployment allowance to those households. And it also aimed at sustainable development to address the cause of drought, deforestation and soil erosion. And here 1/3 of the proposed jobs have been reserved for women. The scheme has provided employment to 220 crore persons, days of employment to 4.78 crore households, and it has also increased the wages and it has helped the rural households a lot. And it aims to ensure livelihood security in rural areas by providing at least 100 days of wage employment in a financial year to every household whose adult members volunteer to do unskilled manual work. Second one is the Prime Minister Rozgar Yojana, which was started in 1993. The aim of the program is to create self-employment opportunities for educated, unemployed youth in rural areas and small towns. And they are also helped in setting up small businesses and industries. Then is the Rural Employment Generation Program, that is REGP, which was launched in 1995. The aim of the program is to create self-employment opportunities in rural areas and small towns, and a target for creating 25 lakh new jobs has been set up for the program under the 10th 5-year plan. It was initiated to generate employment in rural areas, to develop entrepreneurial skills and attitude among rural unemployed youth, and to achieve the goal of rural industrialization, to facilitate participation of financial institutions for higher credit flow to rural industries. Next is the Swarna Jayanti Gram Swarozgar Yojana, that is SGSY, which was launched in 1999. The program aims at bringing the assisted poor families above the poverty line by organizing them into self-help groups through a mix of bank credit and government subsidy. And activity clusters are also established based on the aptitude and skill of the people, which are nurtured to their maximum potential. Funds are provided by NGOs, banks and financial institutions. Next comes the Pradhan Mantri Gramodaya Yojana PMGY, which was launched in 2000, where the additional central assistance is given to states for basic services such as primary health, primary education, rural shelter, rural drinking water and rural electrification. And after this, one more policy was initiated, that was Antyodaya Ann Yojana, It is an Indian government sponsored scheme for 10 millions of poorest families. It is on the lookout for the poorest of the poor by providing them 35 kgs of rice and wheat at rupees 3 and 2 per kg respectively. So, many policies the government has initiated, but even after doing so, the results of these programs have been mixed. The reason could be the lack of proper implementation and the right targeting. There is also a lot of overlapping of the schemes. So even the government has the good intentions, but the benefits of these schemes are not being fully reached to the deserving poor. Anyway, what challenges are there in front of the government still there? It's providing health care, education and job security for all, and achieving gender equality and dignity for the poor. So these more bigger tasks are there in front of the government in the form of challenges which the government has to look after. And but despite the progress, poverty reduction remains India's most compelling challenge. Wide disparities in poverty are visible between rural and urban areas and among different states, and certain social and economic groups are more vulnerable to poverty. So these challenges are still there. But the government is very positive in its view that the poverty reduction is expected to make better progress in the next 10 to 15 years. And it would be possible mainly due to higher economic growth, increasing stress on universal free elementary education, declining population growth, increasing empowerment of the women and the economically weaker sections of the society. So it is expected that at least now there will be increase, or you can say there will be an improvement in the at least standard of the poor, or at least the poor's or the poverty will be reduced to some extent, and the poor will be able to have a reasonable level of living.